Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch 'cause you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating 'cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savings, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, flash, I never switch, you never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist,
Hello, everyone. It's the coach. Welcome to EA Sports coverage of the 2019.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Straight ahead, bragging rights on the line in the 46th meeting of the AFC and the NFC in the 2019 NFL Pro Bowl game. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The NFC offense taking the field, being led in blue by the NFL's all-time passing leader. 12th Pro Bowl nomination for the great QB from New Orleans, Drew Brees.
And you and I both know that this is not easy for him. It's fun to play football at any time, but you know he'd rather be preparing for the Super Bowl and still trying to get that missed call out of his head that may have prevented his Saints from getting there.
Kill.
They'll run with the Rams' Todd Gurley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. On first down, Brees. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else.
Throwing his Brees.
Get the big yardage there. You might have
First and 10 for the NFC.
11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
What? 180. What's that? Throwing his Brees.
And complete to Zach Ertz. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second
and 10.
So second and inches after that first down completion, just shy of the marker. Brees now to throw. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Brees to Ertz for the NFC first. Brees going to come up here, first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Brees going to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And now running right through it. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator.
Brady, what's up?
Get after the quarterback, or
Throwing his Brees.
tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes.
Pass is caught by Barkley.
So things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Brees to throw again. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC. Michael Thomas there to make the grab. And the NFC takes it all the way down the field to score on their opening drive. So the NFC with our first touchdown of the game. And, of course, we'll probably see some offense in this one. I don't know, though, that we'll see what we saw in 2013 when the NFC posted 62 points.
You talk about pyrotechnics. That was crazy, even for a Pro Bowl. 62 points. I think you wore out your voice in that one, talking about all the touchdowns that were scored.
I would love to see 63 or more, though, I got to tell you. All about offense in this thing.
Pro Bowl, offense. Let's go.
The AFC heading out on offense, and leading him is number 15 from the Kansas City Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, in his first ever Pro Bowl.
Get your tux, get your best suit. Let's head to the red carpet. NFL Honors is coming up, and he will be the heavy favorite to be the NFL MVP.
Well, I thought.
And let's face it, we'll see him here at the Pro Bowl many times to come in future years.
First and 10.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Here's a carry for James Conner of the Steelers. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. On 1st down, it's Conner. Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And it's complete to Kelsey. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40.
Can't stand that guy.
Said and done. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Mahomes firing complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
More thought.
They'll run on 1st down. Conner, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd down now. It's Conner. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Mahomes finding Hopkins for the AFC first. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Conner. And they'll lose yardage here, knocked back to the 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete. So on 4th down, out comes Jason Myers for the AFC field goal. This from 36 yards out. And Myers able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Well, no surprise there. Extremely reliable during the regular season. Bailed his team out time and again. Knocks another one through, this time in the Pro Bowl.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On first and 10, here's Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's NFC football here to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Breeze now. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And give him a gain of 37.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Now Breeze. That is incomplete. The linebacker C.J. Mosley there in coverage. An incomplete pass on first down. Here's second and goal. Here's Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
And on second and goal, they decide to throw it again, and this result is even worse. They take a sack. On first down, it was simply an incomplete pass. Not a good first 2 plays, beginning with first and goal.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, NFC. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the NFC able to widen their advantage.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Mahomes in the AFC now with a first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Mahomes going to get this one to Hill. And he'll get it down on the play to the 30.
Feel like
Select the team you want to join. Start your season with recommended settings. If you wish to change roles or adjust options, use the tiles on the left. Start the regular season by selecting your season goal.
Here we go. We get Tom Brady on here against Big Ben and the Steelers.
Time to raise another banner in Foxborough. It's the coach. This is week 1 of the 2019 season on EA Sports. Tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6th Super Bowl banner as they take on an old foe in the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'll be back to wrap up a wild first Sunday in the NFL. But first, it's time for Sunday Night Football as we welcome in Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. So happy to be with you, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, and we thought it would never get here, but here we are back together. It's opening weekend of the 100th season in the NFL.
So much football to talk about. That's our main focus. But how about how much happened in the offseason? Rules changes. Overtime rules were discussed in a big way. Some superstars changed addresses. There's a whole lot to talk about in the NFL in addition to this game we're getting ready to watch.
All right, boys, here we go. Patriots and Steelers.
It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 8. Uses the stiff arm. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
72. Hey, Alabama. Wait, we hit. Check it, reload. Rip.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down. An interesting note about the Steelers opening up on the road here. It's the 5th season in a row that they have started away from home. Longest active streak in the league. And, of course, pitting them against the Patriots, two of the most storied franchises, especially in the last couple of decades. Since 2002, these two teams have met in 3 AFC championship games, with New England getting the better of Pittsburgh all 3 times. And you think of the Lombardi trophies with New England winning last year. Each of these franchises has 6 trophies, tied for the most in the entire league. From the gun on third down, Brady. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. First down, here's White. And an alley to run. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Throwing on first down is Brady. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. On first and 10, here's Brady. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On second down, they'll run with White. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a first down.
No, 66.
Brady now on first down. That's out to his running back, Michel. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Hey, check it. Go stand it.
Now Brady. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Ben Watson was the intended target, the tight end. Third down here. That his first incompletion after a 4-for-4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
So here are the Steelers under longtime head coach Mike Tomlin. They're led onto the field by a man who needs no introduction, Ben Roethlisberger.
An absolute prototype for what you draw up as a big, strong quarterback that has to stay in the pocket and make big throws with people all around him and even hanging on him, and still has that type of strength to get the ball downfield. Ben Roethlisberger, an absolute rock in the pocket, but he also can escape and make big plays that way as well.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels.
Easy work. It's easy.
On third down, Roethlisberger. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Hey, check it.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Flushed out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Hey, ball 66. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. White 28. Ozzy. Screen 80 head. 72. Save. Screen 80 head.
And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
Hold 50. Back. When he hit. Alert flare. Hit. When he hit. White when he hit. Ozzy. White when he hit. 72.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
26 Mike. So we got me.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that is incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
180.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that's intercepted. It's the all-pro corner, Stephon Gilmore. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
198. 198. Watch 98. 98.
Brady gives this to White, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
72. 198. Watch 98. 5. Come on, D. 198. 380. Hit. 128.
From the gun, it's Brady. Slant route, caught by Edelman. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. This is White. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on fourth down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
To throw again on second down, Roethlisberger. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Roethlisberger now to throw on third down. Able to find Switzer. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards that time, but a Pittsburgh first. Now Roethlisberger on first down. And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked off by Deron Harmon.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Wait, 28. Alert. 72. Alert.
Shotgun now for Brady. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. Brady, 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Brady now to throw. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Sugar! Skull bandit! When it hit, check it, reload! Check it!
To throw again, Brady. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. Now, how many times have we seen that? Third down and Tom Brady turning to old reliable Julian Edelman. Of course, no Rob Gronkowski now. Edelman, the main holdover, the 33-year-old who was a Super Bowl MVP last season. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10.
Entering settings screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
At the 32-yard line.
Check it! 53 Linda! Under 72!
Now White. And some room to work. Nice stiff arm.
Underused, but still effective.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. 6-0 our score after one.
Entering settings screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Brady now on first down. Forced out to his left. Thomas. Touchdown, New England. Demaryius Thomas there to make the grab. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jonathan Coachman, and this is Super Bowl Sunday on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a terrific matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the New England Patriots. Kickoff now just moments away. It is finally time to crown a champion, as I'll hand it over to the two men who will call the action, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the defending champion New England Patriots taking on the champions from the NFC, the Atlanta Falcons. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Charles, the Patriots, they did it again. Their 12th Super Bowl appearance ever. That's a record as they seek to go back-to-back, something that hasn't been done in the NFL since Super Bowls 38 and 39 were won by the Patriots.
So you just have to marvel a little bit, don't you? How they get this done year in and year out. How do they get there? Because I just wonder, at some level, do we take them for granted? Their excellence, you just kind of count on it, right? They're going to win the AFC East. They're going to have the home field advantage through the playoffs. They're going to get to the Super Bowl. None of that is easily done, yet every year we're talking about the Patriots possibly, getting it done and adding to their record books.
And try to make it 3 wins in 4 years. The only teams to do that, the Dallas Cowboys in the 90s and
these Patriots in the early 2000s.
Meanwhile, wasn't too long ago that the Atlanta Falcons were in the Super Bowl, and that's one that Falcon fans want to forget, 2017 Super Bowl 51. But now they're back in the big game for the 3rd time in franchise history.
And there's no way we can get to this game without remembering a few of those details of that last Super Bowl appearance. They were up 28-3. Ended up losing in overtime to New England. Give them a ton of credit for putting that game behind them, getting back to the Super Bowl so soon. That shows a lot of character for this franchise.
From the 31, Brady. He's got him in, complete. It's Julian Edelman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. On first down, Brady. Now he's flushed out right. And he will find a man here as Thomas comes open. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
As a general rule, receivers love the comeback route because it puts them right in the sight lines of the guy throwing the ball. But in this case, the defender saw it and were able to knock it away.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Vic Beasley making it look easy, cruising in for the sack. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead him up 3rd and long. From the gun, Brady. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. 3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least you get something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
Matt Ryan and the Falcons back after the devastating loss in Super Bowl 51, though Ryan was terrific in that game. 284 yards, 2 touchdowns, though he did have the killer fumble on the strip sack, which was their first turnover that entire postseason. But now Ryan and the Falcons back, trying to get Atlanta their first Super Bowl victory. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Now Ryan, and finding the tight end Hooper. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Ryan. And this one brought in by Sanu. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Third and 2, now Ryan. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me,
I know you. You like to mix it up with
like
sports.
That. They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand. And a really good backhand.
It's a nice top spin on the
little bit.
I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
Brady and the Patriots now, 1st and 10 at the 20. Operating from the gun, Brady. And Thomas has it. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On play action, it's Brady. That's caught by his tight end, Matt LaCosse. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And nothing but daylight ahead. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Matt LaCosse, 72 yards. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Ryan, here's Sanu on the catch. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
It's caught. Jones. The 20. 10. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. 68 yards as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That throw by Brady, incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Brady. And Philip Dorsett holds it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Brady now already at 150 yards passing, and we're still in the first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Now Brady. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. And bulldozing through multiple tackles. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end,
Throwing is Brady.
definitely an effective
Pass, caught.
sneak in across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there at 22.
Alert! Hey, 66. Malcolm. 380 hit. Let's go up. No, 66. We're getting hit.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
So from the 2, now they move back to the 7-yard line. First and goal.
When he hit. 72. Hit. Hey, Alabama. When he hit. Check it. Reload. Watch when he hit. Let's go up. No, 66. Watch when he hit.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up. It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Throwing now is Brady. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 14-yard touchdown. As his guys are able to regain the lead.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Extra point try for Gostkowski. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away.